Wow, it is freezing, so you never know, we might get a chance to see some wild elephants and tigers for the first time.
Our very first encounter of wild elephants. Oh my god, this is high. Oh my god, that was so scary.
That was scary, right?
So scary.
It's very scary. We left the rickshaw down at the bottom. Apparently there's a lot of leopards on this mountain as well. That train journey is up there as probably the most epic train journey I've ever been on. It really has to be one of the best in the world.
Welcome back to the channel. We're Janine and Liam Day, a married couple from the UK travelling through incredible India on a little rickshaw that we bought named Pete. We've spent the last 8 weeks travelling through Tamil Nadu and Kerala on some of the world's craziest roads, meeting the kindest people we have ever met and encountering the most stunning scenery. After vowing never to take our rickshaw purposely into the mountains again, this week we are ditching the tuk-tuk and travelling forward via train back into the mountains of Tamil Nadu to one of India's most famous and spectacular locations. We are about to witness one of the world's best train journeys, but the real question is, does train life beat rickshaw life for travel in India? It's very early in the morning in Coimbatore, so let's get cracking.
Good morning and welcome back to the channel. This is what South India looks like in the morning. Isn't it beautiful? We've had very little amount of sleep. We're in Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu, but we are moving north back into the mountains again, and you might have noticed we haven't got Pete, our rickshaw, with us. I'll explain more about that in a second, but first of all we're waiting for a taxi to pick us up. Hey, thank you very much, thank you. See you in a couple of days.
Thank you. Thank you.
Crazy at this time of the morning, right?
Yeah.
Just wave my hand to the world outside like it's all okay. I can't believe what my eyes have seen. I just woke up from
So we're on this train here, which is the Nilgiri Express. We're on it for an hour, then we've got to get off again, or we can stay on. But this train is actually going to be the train that takes us to the mountains as well, but they're going to change the engine apparently, which should be really interesting. So it's going to go from a diesel-powered train to a steam train, we think. Not 100% sure, but that's what I'm told. Either way, we've got to get on now. Keep going, straight.
51.
Hey.
This is our digs for an hour. What one is it? This one and this
Yeah.
one? So we don't have the bottom one.
Best thing to do is put it up if we can. Undo the chains.
Should we sit up the top?
Do we do it? It's these ones, sweetheart. There we go.
Okay, so as you can see, each carriage has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 beds in. But we're in like the main carriage bit. The side bit has 2, 1, 2. The main sort of carriage bit has 1, 2, 3 beds. We've got the upper 2, but if we put this one down, then because it's a day train, we don't really want to go to sleep. Everyone else that comes will all sit down the bottom and put our luggage at the top. So that's what we're going to do. And yeah, we're just waiting for our travel companions now, and then we're going to leave.
The seats we are on are in sleeper class, which is one below third class and one above general seating. However, today we are only travelling for 1 hour before we switch to another way more exciting train in a place called Mettupalayam.
So yeah, this is our train. Here, we've gotten off one train and we're going to get onto this one shortly. It's a steam train that's going to be pushing us all the way up to a place called Ooty, which is a hill station where the British Raj used to go for this. There's some resort place as well. It's going to be very, very cool, interesting trip. Hopefully the temperature and the climate's going to be a little bit cooler up there as well. But to have a steam train push us all the way up, this really old, lovely toy train, is going to be amazing. And we're not taking the rickshaw with us this time because you saw what happened when we took the rickshaw up into the Western Ghats before. It was a disaster, very, very dangerous. So we're just having a short break from the rickshaw and going up in this, and it's going to be brilliant.
Okay, so it's 6:15 in the morning. I'm actually in a massive queue. I don't think I need to be in it. I think it's a queue for people who have not got their tickets. Me and Liam have pre-ordered or pre-booked our tickets, so I don't think I need to be in here, but Liam's just checking. It's really big anyway. If you were to come here, then either pre-book your tickets or get here mega early so you're at the front of the queue.
So we've got seats in the first class, so we get some good views hopefully of the going up through the jungle. So it goes up through the jungle, up the mountain, and the steam train pushes it all the way up there. So it's going to be really, really good. Let's go to our seats.
We headed off down the station to the front where the first class seats are and found our cabin for the 5-hour trip through the jungle. Both feeling excited, we settled into our digs, waited for our travel companions to arrive and the sun to rise. The steam train and railway line was built by the British in the year 1908. It uses steam power and a rack chain system to push the carriages up the famous Nilgiri Mountains, all the way to our destination Ooty. It's regarded as the slowest train in India, travelling at just 10 kilometres per hour for over 40 kilometres all the way to the top, passing through 16 tunnels, over 250 bridges and 208 curves. It was time to leave on our steam train adventure through the jungle.
It's like my soul is set on fire, but oh, I'm starting to feel tired. 'Cause I can run, but I can't hide the feelings that I know I can't keep bottled up inside. And all I wanna know is, are you ready for the ride? What have I been waiting for? Oh, I can run, but I can't hide the feelings that I know.
Careful for the monkeys. I know, there's loads.
Oh my god!
No rabies shot.
Oh my god, the train stopped just for like a little break and loads of monkeys came over, and I actually think that one got on the train up there because there was loads of commotion.
They did.
So me and Liam have just put the windows up. Oh, there's loads outside.
My hand is safe for show.
Oh, it's all good. Monkey proof. Every stop that we're making, monkeys are trying to get on the train. Every single stop. So all the windows are up now. Shut the door, we should be fine. Oh no, that one's still down.
Quick.
At 10 kilometres an hour, the train ride was very peaceful, with sounds of the steam engine hooting and honking occasionally, and the rattling of the tracks as we continued on our journey. The views were out of this world, both from the train and also the stops along the way, where we got to hop off and stretch our legs. Liam was positively in awe of the whole journey, as the Ooty landscape was the very location and inspiration for The Jungle Book, his favourite childhood film and book. Unfortunately, we had no sighting of Mowgli, Baloo or Shere Khan, but the train ride is by far the best we have ever been on. We arrived in Ooty in the early afternoon, and it was time to go find our accommodation.
So, wow, that, before we do anything else, that train journey is up there as probably the most epic train journey I've ever been on. It really has to be one of the best in the world, because it's literally a steam train cutting through the jungle. The British came along whenever they built it, blew the crap out of a line, so there's literally like, they're just where they've dynamited rock away, and the train goes right in through the rock, through some little tunnels, and the rest of it's all jungle, waterfalls, monkeys, everything. It's just unbelievable. It's the most pleasurable and best £6 we've ever spent, for sure. That's how much it cost to sit in first class for 5 hours on that train, and every single bit of it was a beaut. Didn't feel like getting my phone out once, didn't feel like getting a book out to read. It was just wonderful. So do yourself a favour, if you get to India, don't forget to go to Mettupalayam in Tamil Nadu and go up to Ooty. You won't regret it.
We headed off to our pre-booked accommodation, only to find out that they only accept Indian nationals, which is a big blow to us, as now we are desperate for a place to stay. We rang around a few places which were fully booked before finding one that had space. We headed off to check it out.
Okay, so this is the potential homestay. What?
No, winter is no more, so
Okay.
it's fine.
Okay.
The temperature climb will be almost the same, even night.
Yeah, okay.
That cold.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this behind me is our room. It's actually quite chilly here in Ooty because we're up on the mountains. So we've got a room with no fan because I don't think we're going to need one. It's actually got a thick blanket as well, so I'm thinking it's going to get quite cold overnight as well. And we have a bathroom and we have hot water as well if we wish. We just need to get the reception guy to turn it on. And also we have like a communal area with the room next door. So that's quite nice. So like a lounge area as well.
Or someone else's bedroom.
Or if you need an extra bed, I think that can turn into a bed. So I think we're a little bit closer into town than the last place and we're both really hungry, so we're going to head out and get something to eat.
And it costs £8.50.
£8.50, it's a bargain.
Result, 17 quid for 2 nights.
So off we went to go grab some food from the city centre. Ooty is known as the capital city of the Nilgiris and was a popular summer resort destination of the British Raj. It's famous for chocolate and its abundant tea plantations. It also happens to be the birthplace of snooker. Many Indians we have met along the way have told us about the numerous Bollywood films that have been shot here in the past, including a famous one by none other than Shah Rukh Khan.
Food was actually pretty good, and now we're going to go walk it off. We are admittedly shattered. We got about 3 hours sleep maximum last night, if that, because obviously we had to get up at like sort of 4:45 this morning, 4 o'clock, to catch the train and get to the train station. So we're going to have a little steady one, and then tomorrow we're literally going to go out and see what Ooty's all about proper. But now we're going to go have a gentle stroll through town and see what we can see. Oh, what have you spotted?
I've spotted chocolate. I just want to know now if they've got milk in it.
72% done.
No sugar, no milk?
No sugar, no milk.
Okay, no
Okay.
sugar, no milk. You want to try some? I feel bad. I'm not going to have it. I want you to try some first. There
No,
go.
you try it.
No, go on. You have it.
Okay.
You're the chocolate head. Mmm. Is it a good one?
Mmm.
No, 72% from milk.
No milk.
Wow. That's actually really good.
Is it?
That's really
Handmade.
handmade. Very good.
Taste nice.
Yeah, it
Tastes
tastes nice.
nice,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You want to try a little? Should we take some?
Yeah.
We take some more back.
But 100 gram, 150.
Yeah, we take 100 gram.
100 gram.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh my God, I'm in heaven. We have just bought a load of chocolate. We've not been able to find any decent chocolate really in India so far that's vegan. And we've come here and there's a street that sells chocolate in almost every shop. It's amazing. I'm so excited and happy. So we'll get through this stash and we'll see what else we can get.
We decided we needed a cup of tea to go with our chocolate, so found a cute little tea stall with a friendly owner and enjoyed our tea and chocolate, sat in the shade out of the heat of the sun.
Okay, we're very, very tired. Chocolate tea done, and it's getting very, very close to relaxing time. And then we're going to smash it tomorrow. But so we can tackle Ooty tomorrow in the best way, we need the best advice. And the guy who owns this place owns the place next door, and apparently he's called the Google of Ooty. So with that sort of name, prestigious name, we're going to go and ask him a couple of questions so that we have the best day tomorrow.
Hello.
The Google of Ooty. How are you doing?
Welcome to Ooty. Welcome to Ooty.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we're going out to Ooty tomorrow. Firstly, why is chocolate so famous in Ooty?
Yes, good question. Because Ooty has a good climate condition and chocolate is very easy accessible to make and it doesn't destroy on time. You know, it has long validity.
Is that why?
Yes. So it is colder place and very nearby we get the ingredients. Like the place called Gudalur which is in Nilgiris. From there we get a cocoa.
Really? So
that is
nearby,
reason,
the cocoa
yes,
beans?
Yes.
Oh,
so that is the reason we produce chocolates over here.
Ah.
But there are lots of varieties in chocolates. So you're the right stop where we can explain you about chocolates. We can make you to taste about varieties of chocolates.
Wow. So if you're mad about chocolate, it's not really a thing in India from what we've seen, but it is in Ooty and it grows locally and they make it here and it doesn't melt. There's a very good reason why there's so much chocolate about. The second thing is, you come to Ooty, what are the top 5 things to do in Ooty, would you say?
So people who are very young, they come for trekking. And second thing, they come for the sightseeing places because Ooty is almost more than 250 Bollywood movies.
Really?
Yes, more than 250. And the third point, people enjoy climate because when everywhere is hot, Ooty is the place where everybody loves it because of the climatic condition.
Yeah.
Third point. Fourth point, here we don't have nightlife, so people come for relaxation. Because in cities they have nightlife, so every time they are like booze up, and this is what happening in the cities. They have Fridays, Saturdays, only pubs and parties. But Ooty is a place where you don't have this.
Because it's too bloody cold at night.
Yes. And last, senior citizen, they love this place because it's very quiet place. You can see after 10 p.m, no shops, nothing. It's only quiet. So that is the 5 reasons why people love Ooty.
Thank you. What's your name again?
Mukesh Jain is my name and I'm the founder of It's Me Hospitality.
Okay, so if you come to Ooty, make sure you come and see Mukesh. He will sort you out. Thank you very much, mate.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Wow, that was totally off the cuff. He didn't have any time to prepare those answers and he completely banged them out. That was really, really impressive.
Walking around Ooty is it's a very interesting place. Hard to work out what the hell's going on really, because it's such a mix of things. But one undertone that it's got more than anything else is there's lots of British stuff, sort of features here. For instance, we've just walked around a race course and I saw conifer hedges. Conifer hedges. Might seem really strange for me to say that if you're watching this from the UK, but that's the first conifer hedge that I've seen out here. It's very British. There's a rose garden. Not seen that anywhere else in India so far. Chocolate is everywhere. Teas and bakery. And also, the funniest thing that I thought of as well just now, that's so British, is it's sometimes hot and sometimes cold as well. It's the first place in India we've been to where if you're in the shade, it's a bit cold, it's a bit chilly. If you're in the sun, it's boiling hot. Just like back home. So yeah, Ooty is like Britain. That's what we surmised. But tomorrow, we're going to go out and really, really make our minds up about the place and see how British it is. Obviously, the British ruled here at one point, and they've left some stuff behind. So it's going to be really interesting tomorrow to see that. Anyway, I thought Janine was behind me, but she's obviously anyone else's partner, wife, girlfriend, whoever, obsessed with sort of these sorts of kitchen shops. If we walk past one, she's always in there looking for something. She likes all the little cups, the little sort of stainless steel cups and pots and tiffin boxes and stuff. Hey!
That's an idli maker.
Is it?
I think so.
Is it idli maker? Oh, yeah. Is it really?
Oh my god.
Hold on, this...
Should we get one?
Hold on. This is the idli maker part. So that just goes on top of a pan. Oh, you can put loads in. You can make loads.
Make loads in there.
That's how they do it.
Oh, we should get one.
I'd be able to take one of them back with us.
Well, we won't put one of those in the van.
Yeah, we will.
Maybe a smaller one.
How many can fit in this one?
6.
What? So
6. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with those kitchen shops. They sell the most gorgeous, really, really handy items in there, like idli maker, lemon squeezers,
idli maker,
coconut
coconut
shredders.
grater, all the things that you need back in the UK.
Saving the shopping for another time, we walked around Ooty some more, passing through a colourful market selling flowers, jaggery, bundles of fruit and veg, grains, spices and herbs. The smells were intoxicating and the atmosphere relaxed, which we thought was strange for an Indian market. It was a nice respite from the hectic day we had had, but we were feeling so tired we headed back to our very cold room and crashed for the evening.
Good morning. Wow, it is freezing. This homestay's all right and everything, but it is the coldest place we've stayed in. It's so cold. It was cold during the daytime when outside it's like 25 degrees in the sun, but it was really cold in here. And then at night time, you can imagine what the temperatures got down to. I had to go hunting for a second blanket yesterday because it was so cold. And all we could do last night was huddle up together and sort of not shiver together, but you know, like just try and stay warm together. It wasn't the nicest experience. The floor's this tiled floor as well, which is so cold on your feet. So if you have to get up and go to the toilet in the morning, or during the night, it's not a nice experience. It always wakes you up a bit too much. So, lo and behold, we're checking out this morning. It's been a nice day for sort of 8 quid, 800 rupees or whatever it was. But we're gonna go somewhere else. And even though it's sort of like early in the morning, we're gonna go and find somewhere else to stay, I think, because it's just, it's not a nice experience. When it's not a nice experience, you might as well just sort of gravitate towards somewhere just a little bit more expensive and just be a bit warmer and what have you. So that's what we're going to do.
We promptly walked 5 minutes down the road to our next guest house. AI Woodlands residency costs us 1,500 rupees per night. The room is very nice with a big bed, a window, hot water, and most importantly, it was warm. I grabbed a shower whilst Liam inquired about any tours they might do, and found one, but it leaves in 5 minutes. So we hurried up and headed off.
Okay, we've just arrived at this hotel in the morning and we found out that they've got a bus that's going to go and see some really cool stuff around the area. And given that we're going to be leaving tomorrow, we're going to get in that bus and go and do it. I think they're going to a tiger reserve, so you never know, we might get a chance to see some wild elephants and tigers for the first time. Fingers crossed. So it's a very impulsive tour that we booked onto this morning, and we just got a rundown, sort of, about what we're doing. We went to a golf course. There's quite a dry golf course here, but we didn't get out and get to see it. Now we're going to see a pine forest, and then we would have gone to go and see a waterfall, but there's no water in it, so we're not going to see the waterfall. And then we're going to this tiger reserve, which costs 3,000 rupees apparently.
Okay, now we're at the pine forest. I think we've got 20 minutes to look at the pine forest. There's going to be lots of monkeys here, so they've told us not to buy any snacks or anything. Otherwise we'll get attacked by monkeys.
What did he say about cricket bats?
Actually, from the pine trees, they can make cricket bats and balls, and also some paper.
Balls?
Yeah, currency notes.
Oh, wow.
We hopped off the bus to go and see the pine forest. It was actually really beautiful with a small beach and a lake at the bottom. These very trees and forest is apparently what they make Indian cricket bats from. The main attraction for us, however, is the large amount of monkeys hanging around the place, pestering tourists, but also families of monkeys with newborn babies that were so cute and mischievous. After the pine forest, we went to a location called Wenlock Hill, which, unbeknown to us, has been a film set for numerous Indian movies and songs. The views were spectacular with mountain summits on the horizon, forests and rolling grassy hills. Before getting back on the bus, we sneaked in a quick street food dish called Chana Chat, which translates to chickpea snack. It was delicious. The organisers of the tour then put on a videotape, which was clips of movies which featured Ooty in the locations. Next stop was lunch break, which was a non-veg restaurant, where Liam unfortunately found chicken in his supposedly pure veg meal, which confirmed the reason why we only eat at pure veg places if we get the chance. Happy to leave the restaurant behind, we went to our final destination, which was the Mettupalayam Safari Park.
I don't know if I caught that, but we just saw a wild elephant.
Our first encounter of wild elephants.
Our very first encounter of wild elephants, and we just saw it and it was staring right back at us, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It
I was
just
looking at the
stood
wrong
there.
one.
Oh, yeah.
There was one in the distance as well. I was looking at the far one.
Oh, I don't know, I only saw one, but that was amazing.
Yeah, really cool.
Oh my god. Okay, we're not even on the safari yet, and we've seen an elephant. We managed to get a jeep for 5 people for 5,000 400 rupees or something, so that's like just over £10 a head. So it's so much better sharing, and we've managed to find another 3 people to do it with us. So yeah, we're going on a jeep safari for a reasonable price now, and we've already seen elephants. What more could we want? Oh my god, this is high!
Oh, Janine, what are you doing? Off you go. Go on, sweetheart.
Okay, apparently there were steps.
Oh, it's like a proper safari jeep.
I know!
It's the first time we've ever been on a safari, isn't it?
Yeah! I'm so excited.
So the tour from hell. This is good.
It's turning around. And we're off! What are we going to see today?
See them all.
Yeah?
All.
Monkeys, we've already seen. Elephants, we've already seen. So we're looking for more elephants, tigers and leopards.
And there's been one jaguar spotted.
Really?
You see on the board recently, yeah. One jaguar.
Ooh. Okay, we're looking for jaguars as well. Okay, we've just entered the park.
Langoons.
And we've seen some langoons.
We found elephant dung. We found elephant dung. We're on the right trail. We are the right trail. No tiger dung yet.
Wow. Oh, wow. They're asking to not make any noise.
Don't make it.
Yeah, once again he's alerting us to not make any noise.
That was scary, right?
So scary.
Very scary.
We had to zoom past them. And one of them did the, I don't know what it's called when they go round.
They trumpeted.
They trumped. And yeah, so we zoomed past them and oh my god, that was really scary, but so cool. Can't believe it.
The guide was saying, the jeep driver was saying, you must remain quiet, everyone remain quiet. And we approached slowly. And then when he saw a gap, we had to zoom through them because of how they had a baby, they had the young with them, and we just zoomed past them and then managed to get a spot right next to them where we could get a quick getaway as well. Oh, but man, it was like intense but wonderful at the same time. It was so cool.
All that was going through my head was that Instagram clip that I saw at the start of this trip.
Such a git for showing me that. Such a git.
We carried on with the safari, eagerly looking for tigers, leopards and bears, but to no success. We were super happy to have seen wild elephants for the first time ever though, and it was an experience we will never forget. We then boarded the bus and took the long harrowing mountain journey back to our guest house where we arrived by nightfall. This is where Liam treated himself to a foot spa whilst watching Moana before calling it a night. The following morning we grabbed our last bit of Ooty chocolate with a cup of tea whilst waiting for the epic train journey.
Nice bit of coffee, nice bit of chocolate, final bit of Ooty chocolate before we catch the train back down again, which we're both really looking forward to. Honestly, if you can make your way up to Ooty, The toy train that brings you up here is just the highlight of it all, so don't miss that. If we would have come up in the rickshaw, we would have missed that. So as you know, we left the rickshaw down at the bottom, sea level, and are we going to be picking the rickshaw back up again, or are we going to be moving forwards via train only? And we're both definitely sure that we're going to be moving forwards. And Pete, of course, the rickshaw is definitely our preferred way of travel. We really, really enjoy it. Get yourself up to Ooty if you come to India. It's a really, really nice place. It's very cool. Even like now, it's like 20 degrees. It's lovely. Make sure you choose the right accommodation because you'll be freezing all night. And yeah, moving forwards, we're heading north now into Karnataka. But to get to Karnataka, we can either go over a mountain, and this is what I wanted to ask you. We can either go over a mountain, which will get us there in a smidge of the time. This mountain, however, as you know, is the rickshaw's not so great up mountains, and it's actually almost quite dangerous, actually. So we're a bit reluctant to do that. It's been a head scratcher for me, honestly. It's been a head scratcher moving forwards because we wanted to go to somewhere called Mysore, which looks remarkable, looks absolutely fascinating. The easiest way to get there is over this mountain. Apparently there's a lot of leopards on this mountain as well, which doesn't make the decision hard to make, really. But the problem with it being is, if we go any other way around it, we have to go all the way around the mountains, which is going to add days onto our trip. So, do we go over the mountain, or do we add days onto the trip and go round them? Let us know on a postcard or in comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time as we go north, over a mountain, or around them. We'll see you then.
Call us crazy, but things are finally right.